Boy. Okay. Hey, y'all. How's it going? Oh, Lord. I tell you, if it ain't been one thing, it's been another. Thankfully, we're back. Uh, or I think we're back. I don't know. I, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it anyways. So, uh, what a year! What a year! I mean, I never thought that I would have learned the lessons that I learned in the amount of time that I've learned them in, okay? I know you can't see my eyes, and that's bugging me too, so we're going to fix that right now. I did set up a green screen, so if you're wondering, that is a new deal. I'm still kind of working out the kinks a little bit here and there. So like the picture quality is not all that great. But hey, we're going to make it work. I have missed doing this though. And I don't even know that there will be anybody to come in here today. But know that my thoughts have been with each and every one of you. With that being said, I used to try to get on here and do a show as often as I could. And to be frank and honest about it, I just can't anymore. And it's not that I can't. It's more that I have an obligation to myself to not to. But then there's a part of me that also realizes that I have an obligation to myself to do so. So, we're going to try, right? We're going to try. If anything has taught me any kind of lesson over this past year, it's been to know when you need to take a break. And I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you. Right now, I am really close to right there. Just because of different things. So, as I continue in this time of working on myself, I feel like I've adequately reached a point where I can now step out and reach out to others. So the whole beginning of the show thing that I had last year, when I first started this show, and the whole meditation part of it, and all that's gone. All that's gone. And I just want to focus on us, us as a people. And I know there's probably not going to be many people here now, right? But those of you that come back to watch this later, this will be who this is for. Now, I know I have some people out there who are subscribed to my channel. Some of you know and remember who I am, I'm sure. And I have actually gotten messages from a couple of people periodically. Hey, what's going on? Everything okay? That's been great. It's been great. It's been good. Needless to say that I've had a lot of reflection time. And so it kind of driven me to a point of real crisis. I'm sorry, y'all gonna have to forgive me. It's like 12:50 in the morning on Saturday. So, you know. Yes, this is live. So, anyways, we will get into doing some of the more normal stuff that I did last year whenever I first started the show up last year. And that will be just, you know, as we go, kind of see how and where things go and all this. And, you know, at this point, I'm not even worried about pricing structure anymore. I will say that I have suggested amounts that I would like for people to give. There's a link in the description to my tip page. That you can go and do tips on there. I will try to keep the readings to a minimum, just to kind of keep the show going and keep people talking. I wanna have conversations. I want people to feel free to speak and be open. So, yes, you may send $10. You may. You may absolutely send $10. And so I do have my cards. I do have my cards on standby, and we will uh, do readings as people ask for them. We'll just start out with I'm just going to start out with some 3-card readings from for now, just because mainly, number one, I need to get in the swing of things, and then number two, you all can see maybe what some stuff I got in store. Hey, as far as what I want to talk about, I'm open to almost anything. Okay? As long as we don't get too political, we're not looking to be that. We're not looking to be a political kind of show. There may be things that we talk about that has to do with politics at times. But that doesn't mean that that's our focus. Our focus is helping people. So, for everybody out there that may be watching, listening right now, or those of you that may be watching and listening in the future, after the live gets posted onto the channel, know that this will be a safe place to talk about hard things. That I want you to be able to feel like you can be open and honest. And if there's something that you want to talk about that you necessarily don't want to make a public thing out of it, then you can message me. I'm on Facebook, Stíofán Séamus. I think the link is in the description as well to my Facebook.com/Guide of the Light. Just send me a message, So, Nagasena. Now, I want to make sure I got this right. As that Nagasena, I guess. I feel like I'm just really butchering that. Anyways, Naga. That's what I'm going to call you. Something bad happened yesterday. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. And, well, now I gotta tell you, you don't you don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me. But okay, now look, if it's something like that, we I can't be having conversations like that because I can't be implemented into stuff. And I'm guessing you're feeling guilty about it, maybe. Because like I'm kind of also wondering, is this something that happened on purpose, or uh, you know, was it an accident? You really should confront your neighbor. I mean, that's really all that I can say, and that's all that I will say. Um, I don't think that you're a bad person. I don't want you thinking that. Okay. I don't want you thinking that I think that you're a bad person. But this will continue to eat you up inside until you confront your neighbor. I I have I have uh, no advice for that. I mean, this is more of a legal question than anything. And I don't know how the laws are where you're at. Uh, so even if I did, there would be no way for me to be able to tell you what to do or what to say or what's next. I do know one thing. You you should confront your neighbor. Be honest with them. Yeah, you should. You should. I mean, like I said, it's going to eat you up inside. That's just that's how these things are. It will eat you up inside until you confront the situation. Y'all, look, I know we get frustrated sometimes, and I tell you, this past year, if it has taught me one thing, it has been that we do all get frustrated, but we can't let that control our own self. Okay? And maybe we might need to step off of drinking. Drinking's not for everyone. I mean, there's times that I would like to drink, but I know I shouldn't. Right now I can. I'm good. I'm good right now. Yes, yeah, I try to be. I try to be very calm. I try to be very calm. Oh, oh. Then, Naga, I would suggest you seek professional help. And I don't mean that in a negative, derogatory way. But you really need to find someone that you can talk to about these things so that you can bring yourself to a point of self awareness so that hopefully you can even get to a point where you don't even think about these things. You, you can't. It's not a way. It's not a way to live. I mean, that's one thing. Naga, you. Okay. Um, this is where I'm going to have to say that I can't entertain the conversation anymore, and I am going to have to refer you to speak uh, with a professional. Please, as soon as possible, go and talk to a professional. Our mental state, you all listen, our mental state is where everything begins. And you don't know what's wrong with you. You, you don't know what's wrong with you. Then that's why you go and talk to someone professional. Ignite Studio. I do not know anything about website development. I sure wish I did, but shoot. I barely got the green screen going, man. Oh, so if we got some other people in here, I'd be more than happy to uh, get some other chatter going. I'm going to turn up some beats just a bit here. Uh, and heck, man, Ignite Studio. Listen, so I got the green screen thing going, right, and I had the color. I had the color and everything going just right. My face, all of this wasn't like pale and whatever. It actually looked natural, and it went pale just as I went live, and uh, uh, okay. So I'm gonna have to Naga. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to move on from your conversation. Uh, but anyways, so I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad, right? Right. I mean, so far so good. Yeah. But it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. Ignite. So I thank you thank you for stepping in there. And you asked about a topic. I don't really have a topic. I'm just a chatter, and I'll do readings, and that's about it, man. I mean, just here. I got my got my deck here, and got my book here, and uh, we're just setting up and just chilling. Maybe be on for another 50 minutes or so, and then just kind of see how it goes. I got a link in the description if anybody wants to send a tip. they can. It's all good if somebody wants to have a reading done. I'm not really necessarily asking for money. I do have suggested uh, prices, but not necessarily asking for that. What's on my mind? What's on my mind? Well, uh, you know, it, not a lot. I mean, right now, to be honest, I'm just happy that I got the stream back up and running. I've been down. I started this stream as I was just saying as I was coming on. I started this channel, back at the beginning of last year. Okay, and well, around about this time last year, actually. Um, then we all know what happened, right? Um, and things just kind of got a little bit too heavy for me, right? And so I decided that I was just gonna back away. I didn't have a great internet connection. I mean, I still don't have necessarily considered a great internet connection, but uh, it's better than what I had. At least now I have a steady rolling stream instead of a stream that is exactly what I'm on, man. I am using that exact program, except I'm using Stream Elements for my overlays. Yeah, this thing and that thing, yes, that thing and that thing, and okay, whoop, that thing. uh, anyways, whew, man. Uh, so I mean, my biggest thing was having the internet connection to be able to do it, and I was spending more money on internet than for pay-as-you-go internet, so to speak, um, than what I really wanted to put into the show. Um, but then something came available for me here recently that kind of opened this up. So uh, uh, more than what you could do with it. Yeah, well, hey, you just got to get in there and figure it out. Figure out what you want to do. Now, I do got to say, I got to get the chat box here. The chat box, the chat box. I got to get that situated. So that means having to go back into Stream Elements and adjusting things in there, but that takes time and whatever. Their site's a little slow whenever it comes to editing. Um, but I mean, hey, it's great for trying to keep up with stuff. But well, it was it was it was great at one time. It's not keeping up with the subscribers. Oh well. Um, so, I mean, tis what it is. Mm, 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 mm. So, uh, those of you that happen to watch this later, right? Those of you that watch this later, or even those that might be watching now, even though I only see two that are watching, and I know one of those is me because I'm making sure that my uh, output's good. Um, for those that watch later, what was I? Oh, okay. Just about lost my mind there for a second. Um, I have, if you've been to the channel before and seen any of the previous live shows, live readings, uh, you already know that this is already set up differently than what it was last year. Cool, right? Yeah, yeah. It's all good. It's all good. Um, okay. Well, so here's the thing. Now, I have a program that, and I wish that I would be able to get my deck onto this program. I have yet to find out how to do that. Once I do, I'm going to be happy. But there, I found a program that's got tarot decks, and all that I do is I put in. Okay, yeah. Here, let's do that, and this one, and that one. Oh, next. Oh, Lord. Next. Alright. Now. Oh. Anyways, that right there. That's what I was trying to get brought up here. I have a program that's got tarot decks on it, and now you can see the cards, and I'm not having to have like 5 dozen cameras trying to get the right angles and all this stuff. I tell you, it started to become a headache, because then one camera would work and another camera wouldn't, and then from day to day I'd be like, oh my gosh, just work, please, just work. Anyways, so I'm happy I found it. Like I said, if I could get my deck, woohoo, my deck, into this program, I would. I gotta figure out how to do that. It's going to probably take some working around and so on and so forth. Maybe contacting the developer or something. Anyways, so there you go. Just a little thing. It's just a small thing. So Ignite Studio. So Ignite Studio. I'm taking it that is some kind of studio related ordeal. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling lost here at the moment. Okay. Cool. Well, good night, Ignite, and uh, I hope. Uh, are you saying good night, or was that supposed to be Ignite and it put good? I'm confused now. Ooh. Platform I created to help people promote and distribute their content. That's cool. That's cool. I would be yeah, that's I see what you're see why you asked. Yeah. No, man, I wish I did. I wished I did. Well, I tell you what, good luck on your journey. That's for sure. Ignite, I tell you, man, like here the difference between what I was doing last year and what I was doing this year, what I'm doing this year. Uh, Last year, uh, the dropped frames, um, I would count it a good day. Oh yeah, I got that. uh, uh, on a good day, uh, if I had 10% dropped frames, that was a good day. That was a good day. Right now, I'm at 0.2%. Okay? So, I mean, hey. It's something, isn't it? It's something. I mean, it's quite the masterpiece. To be honest, it really is. Um, and I think as we go through time, we'll actually see where this is. There's so many people that are still afraid of it. I think that as time goes, we will see where this is actually going to be the thing that gets us to the next level of being human. And what I mean by that is, like, what I'm excited for is the advances in technology and the digital world, so to speak, as you say, that's bringing about changes in healthcare. It's bringing about changes in way of life, giving the people the flexibility and ability to do things that they never thought that they were going to be able to do. Oh yeah, it is a lot of work. I mean, people. I can hear some people now saying, oh, uh, you do a YouTube channel, so you just sit around all day. But uh, even for something like this, I mean, man, I've been kind of working on this. If I were to put in actual continual hours on it, just to get today going, just to get today going, I would say that I have every bit of at least a week of making sure that everything's right. So, I mean, well, you're free to make a point. So, anyways, uh, Ignite, don't worry about it. It's my stream, so excuse you. Uh, yeah, you can just see yourself out because I'm not being overridden by people in my chat. So, Will, bye. Yes, Ignite, I do. I do tarot card readings. Yeah, don't worry about it. My stream, my chat. That's how I see it. Uh, as as far as far as I know. Wait, So your question is, if you get reported, I'm the one to get notified. Is that a tarot question, or you got me all kinds of confused again? Like, I swear that person just came in here just to I don't know. Out my head, out my head. Come at me, host. We'll take care of our own issues. Really, really. Guide of the light. Guide of the light. Now this is in the description, but I'm just going to read this just because it's kind of a thing. As we live our lives, Spirit guides us to and through life situations that can be difficult to understand. It's up to us to decide if we will follow the path that the Creator has set before us, or ignore all the signs and wonders that this universe has to offer. Sometimes we are presented with a life situation where we need further guidance or healing to get through it. As a spiritual advisor and a master Reiki healer, I connect with Source and channel messages and healing specifically for you in your highest good. Having love life issues? Let's talk and see what Spirit would want you to know about the situation right now. Emotional issues? Maybe you are in need of a Reiki session so that we can channel universal life energy to help you realign. Or maybe you're debating a career move and need to know if now is the time to make that move. Through our Spirit's mutual understanding, we can seek out those answers. As a guide of the light, I challenge you to live your life in a way that is for the betterment of humanity. And that's just basically what it is. Living our life for the betterment of humanity. You know, if someone in the chat room decides to report me, is it you that get notified about it, or does it get reported to YouTube? I'm not sure. I think it's just YouTube, but I might get a notification too of some sort, but I couldn't tell you. Who are you trying to ask? Like I'm some kind of big shot professional up in here. Good Lord. Anywho. Why? Why? Ignite, I'm sorry about the bot. The bot I can do nothing about. But, uh, I know exactly why it was. That last message that you had. Uh, oh, dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. I'll have to I'll have to change. See, I got kinks to work out, dude. I got kinks to work out. Oh, that was great. I saw your messages were there, and then it goes messages deleted. I'm like, oh no. uh, Sharma. Oh my gosh, Sharma. Of course, Sharma. Yes, you may ask. Yes, you may ask. Give me just a second here, cause I gotta get this. I got something going on here. Oh my good lord. Okay. Okay. So Sharma, what we'll do here is um, um, hang on. It's coming to me, but I just gotta make sure that I get this right. What we'll do here is it's going to be more of a what you need to know concerning about concerning the possibility of this connection between you and Shilpai. Shilpai sounds looks right. Sounds right. Uh, and uh, and we'll go from there. This will be a 3-card reading. I'm starting back, just starting back, so I'm kind of just trying to get back in the groove of things. And right now we're just hanging out and chatting and talking, and I'll still do a reading. I got a couple of new elements that we're going to use, and we're just gonna see how this does. So uh so we'll And I think that's going to be good. Now, Sharma, um, can you give me three numbers between 1 and 78, please? Three numbers between 1 and 78. And this will probably 315 and 35. Good deal. Thank you, Sharma. You remember how this goes. Sharma was with us whenever we first kind of started out. Somebody that came around kind of frequently. Okay, I feel like that's good. It is 1:44 here, so this will probably be the one and only reading I do tonight because I get much after 2 o'clock and I ain't no good the next day. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, Sharma, let me get this pulled up here for you. All right. Sharma, what do you think about that? I got the cards on the screen. Ha ha. So, the first card that came up for this reading is the Eight of Swords, as you can see. Oh my goodness. I've lost my way in my own book. Okay. So the Eight of Swords for now see, this is where I just really need to just clear my mind, and I have trouble doing that. Even we have trouble doing stuff like this. Okay. Um, Let me take a moment just to do that, just real quick. Okay. I'm sorry for that, but I had to. The Eight of Swords in a relationship reading. It talks about how one may be feeling trapped or unable to express themselves. Uh, this is it's only a perception. Uh, 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 be it, they have to be willing to change their thoughts so they can better see the situation at hand. Okay. Um, a lot of people use the three card reading as like a past, present, future reading. Okay. Um, when when I do a love reading with the three card, I don't necessarily do a past, present, future. It's like, where is the situation at? What do we need to know about the situation, and where can it go? Okay. So what I'm seeing here is that the perception doesn't necessarily meet the perception of what's happening. Your perception of what she is thinking doesn't necessarily meet the criteria for what is actually going on. Doesn't necessarily actually mean that this is what she's thinking. Okay? Now, it I'm not saying that it's not what she's thinking, because at the same time, these are perceptions. Okay? What we got to remember about perceptions is that they're from our vantage point. They're from what we want to see. Okay? And a lot of times what we want to see is or what we're seeing is what we want to see, and not necessarily what we need to see. With that being said, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not great, but it's not a bad thing. The next card. I need to move on. Come on. Let's get going. The next card is the Two of Wands. And I be daggone, I did end up in the right direction. Woo woo! Look at me go. For the Two of Wands, it talks about following your intuition, making your decisions for one's highest good. Okay, so basically, what you got to think about here, what the lesson is here, is that make sure that you're making smart decisions in your romantic life. Okay? Is this someone that you really do want to be connected to? Or is it, will it happen to be just another person that will end up being another toxic relationship? I mean, I don't know how many people I've talked to about this very thing. About, look, you have to allow yourself to be yourself before you can even begin to try and make these connections. If you can't be yourself and make and put yourself in the position of making decisions for your highest good, then that is where you need to focus on. So the last card, which is a card that I consider on relationship readings as to what direction this could go as a relationship, is card 18 in the Major Arcana, the Moon. So Sharma, I'm not a mind reader. Okay? I don't read cards to read people's minds. That's just not, that's not in my scope of practice. My scope of practice is to answer questions and help you to better your life for your highest good. So to ask what I see in her mind regarding you from the cards, the cards aren't going to tell me that, because I have to have her permission to even begin to do that, and two, I don't read minds. Okay, this is self-help practically. Okay, you call this a self-help session. It's not mind reading. It's not anything like that. Okay. The last card is 18, the Moon. The direction that I can see moving forward regarding this particular pairing. The moon says that there is a deep unconscious fear that one has yet to address. One may need to challenge their dark side. This is a time to give and heal one's soul. Soulmate relationships can do this. So, do I feel as though that this is a relationship that could happen? Actually, I couldn't say no. I couldn't say no. That's not a yes. Yes. It's not a yes. It's a definite maybe. Okay. It's a definite. It's a definite maybe. What I get more here is that this constant. I'm getting more of a constant worry than anything, and that's this dark side that we have to address. Worry will bring us down more than anything. That's just how it is. And unfortunately, I mean, you know, if you can't move past that, and I'm talking to just everybody out there, because this is for everybody. Yeah, I mean, the reading was for Sharma, sure. The reading was for Sharma, but really the reading is for anyone that can and will listen. If you don't take the time to address your fears, and if you don't take the time to heal your soul, then this can't happen. That's the long and the short of it. That's the beginning and the end. That's just where it's at. So, with all of that being said, from here until yonder, oh Lord, I tell you. Well, folks, I'm so happy. I am so friggin' happy. I'm looking here. I am 220 dropped frames. 220 dropped frames, okay? less than a percent. It's actually probably less than a tenth of a percent, if we're going to be honest. Okay. It shows 0.01. I'm just absolutely happy. But, unfortunately, oi, I was just getting ready to wrap up. You know, I will. I will. I will do one for you. A vanish. No, no, really, it's cool. Actually, um, I feel like, uh, I feel like I need uh, to be honest. So, hit me up with your question. And by the way, anybody that's listening, if you'd like, and send me a tip. There's a link in the description. To my tip page. It would be ever so kind of you to do so. What's coming in love for you? Okay, so yeah, let's do that. Uh, Give me three numbers between 1 and 78. If you don't mind, please, darling. Okay, this will be the last one. This time I mean it. Three numbers between 1 and 78, and then we'll get this show on the road. Once those are in, I will stop shuffling. 44, 5, and 8. Okay, right there's the stop shuffling. We're going to cut the deck. We have officially cut the deck. 44, 5, and 8. 2, 3, 4, and 5. There's 5. 6, 7, 8. There's 8. Oh, 44. Yeah. Oh, no. Okay. All right, let me get your reading pulled up here. And okay. Avanish as I was talking earlier, um, I don't read past, present, future for relationship readings. Okay, so what I read is uh, this one. Ooh, there we go. This one is the situation, or you know, kind of present but not, if that makes sense. Then this one is uh, what you need to know, like kind of the lesson for your relationship life. Okay, and then this one is what's to be expected. Okay, now I know that one kind of looks daunting. Just go with me, okay? Go with me, and we will get through it. uh, uh, Sometimes the cards can really look a lot worse than what they are. You know, like I was talking to someone today while I'm flipping through my book so that I can make sure that I get everything correct. Uh, I was talking to someone today about card reading, and they said they were doing a reading for someone, and uh, just single cards. See, this is why. This is why. Uh, whoo. They were doing a reading for someone. They were just doing single cards, right? So they would pull a card, and then they would remix the deck, and then they would pull a card and remix the deck and pull it again. The guy said every time, no kidding, every time he pulled up death. Now this person was unfamiliar with tarot, and so whenever they saw that card come up 3 times, they, for lack of better terms, got scared. And well, if you know anything about tarot at all, death doesn't mean death. It means change. So, anyways, hang on, hold on with me. We're going to get through this, and then we're going to be good. And this is going to be great. Perfect. Your first card is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups in a love relationship reading says that talks about relationships that are very valued by both parties. Uh, and talking about one's wishes coming true. For singles, though, which is what I'm supposing that is more along the lines of what you're asking for. It's just the vibe that I'm getting. I could be wrong. But I'm getting a single person vibe here. For singles, uh, it talks about that the individual values themselves to the fullest extent, and that they can get what they want. So you are kind of that go-getter personality type person, that you really don't have trouble. That's just kind of what I'm picking up here. You don't really have trouble getting a date or so. Uh-huh. I see. I see. So do we kind of like have this like little thing of your is there already kind of a thing going on like you're not actually like together but you're you're in pursuit? Because that's what I'm picturing here. Mm. Has there been anything outside of chatting? I see. Well, the next card is the card 18 from the major arcana is the moon. We actually just got done talking about the moon. Um, Never met him. Okay, I see. Um, so the moon in a love relationship reading usually talks about facing our giants, if so to speak, facing the dark side, and that's such a that's I don't like using that term because I don't. Why does it have to be the dark side? Facing our negative energy selves. Ha! I worked around that one. Um, and getting those aligned first. But kind of talking about in the line of of people who are single is still kind of the same thing, but what this is to what is it that's holding you back from possibly furthering your own uh whatever you know is staying um more positive and wanting to be with this guy really putting you in the place it's going to put you and align you with your highest good? Or do you maybe need to change your way of thinking? Do you maybe need to look at different avenues? you know. Well, yeah, right. And I'm not saying that you are, but I'm talking more like holding back from facing the things that keep us from being able to move move on. Um, not saying that you're not moving on, but it's just things to keep in mind. Okay. The last card in this, which is the card that um, I use as kind of a where does it look like this relationship could go, is the Nine of Swords. Okay. So the Nine of Swords in a love relationship reading talks about there being an excess and worry about a relationship. Now, this may not even be true, just fears and mental chaos. Uh, for singles, it indicates worrying unnecessarily about security or feeling stressed about being alone. Okay. So what what I what I'm feeling from spirit on this is don't expect so much of yourself. Okay? Right. Don't expect so much of yourself. Because that's why we get the way we get. We set these expectations up thinking that this is how everybody else is doing it, so this is the way that I got to do it. Whenever that could be furthest from the truth. And we have to be able to let that go. Okay? We have to be able to be comfortable as ourself alone. Just going with the flow. Right, but in a positive aspect of, instead of being going with the flow. Okay, if this is how it's got to be, go with the flow from the aspect of, this is where I need to be right now. As much as I would like to have someone in my life right now, I can't worry about that. Because that's that's not going to be what brings the highest self to me. We talked about that shadow. We talked about the giants, our own giants. The giant in this situation for you is that feeling of and fear of being alone. And don't let that feeling, don't let that fear rule how and when you take on relationships. So, I hope you've gained some kind of insight from this. It's been a pleasure doing a reading for you. And please like, share, and subscribe. I will be more than happy to have you back on and answer a question for you again. If you like it, if you want to, you can send a tip. I got a link to my tip page. If that doesn't work, there's a link to PayPal. You can just send a little something through PayPal, and that'll work. You are so welcome. You're so welcome. And Nishta, I thought you had, but I wasn't for sure. Nishta, I am sorry. I am going to have to shut down for tonight. I am already way over what I expected to be for tonight. So thank you so much, Nishta. If you come, I tell you what, I will try to be on. I'll try to be on tomorrow. I usually get on about well, sometime between like 10:30 and 11 on uh, at, at night. I'm not going to be on like I was before, but I do plan to be on. It's just getting myself there. It's been the issue lately. So I will try to be on tomorrow. Find me on Facebook. Facebook.com/Guide of the Light. Cool. And like me over there. Send me a message over there. And I will be trying to get more organized. Y'all, I was lucky to get on tonight, okay? Anyways, so let's close this thing out, shall we? Yeah, let's do this. People may come and go in our life. And there may be times that we have to grieve the going. Over the past year, many people have witnessed a lot more going than coming. That's very unfortunate. But what I would like for you to take away from anything that I've said tonight is you must live a life that is for the betterment of humanity and this world. If we don't do that, if we don't do that one thing, keeping in mind that there is someone just across the wall or just down the hall or a mile up the road that really could use some peace. What will you do to bring that peace? I hope that you all have enjoyed this evening and enjoyed the chat. Ignite Studio, loved having Ignite Studio in here with us, and at least just having somebody in here to chat with. It's great. It's great. It's wonderful. Especially for the first night back, I got a lot more interaction than what I thought I would. I'll say that. But from my home to yours, may you be blessed and may peace abound. Stíofán Séamus, Guide of the Light.
With bones, I'll just keep dancing on my own. It's a useless How do you fail to hear the roaring, grinding of your gears? As you dictate the laws, your future self honors the flaws. And some of us who are awake watches you all fixing your mistakes. By along the sun, the soul movements of the land. Within the limits of these chains, there's only so much to explain. One day you will find this wall, the one that's infinitely tall. And as we move the hour around, are we just dancing in the sand? It's a useless waste of time. Chaos on your mind.